Take it
Yeah.
away, John.
There it is.
Whoopee! Thank you, John. That is the stuff. Da, 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 da. How are you?
I'm fine, Janet. How are you doing?
Well, I am. I'm feeling spiffy today.
You look very spiffy today.
No, I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I feel healthy and wonderful when I'm not having existential terror. I'm really good.
That's great.
Woo! So, how's everything at your house?
It's very good.
Woo!
Very good. Any paranormal activity at your place?
Well, you know, while we're speaking of strange occurrences, I just want to introduce the fact that what this is and what we're doing right now is Hit of the Week Parlor Party with Janet Klein and Mr. John Reynolds.
Here.
Woohoo! What ho! We're all here and accounted for. No paranormal, no. I had some very strange dreams last night, but and I was really glad to wake up.
Oh, I've had those.
Be
Yeah.
out of this one.
Oh,
Oh, oh, it was such a predicament. Terrible, worse than anything I could have in reality. So,
wow. Do you remember them?
yes, but I don't want to speak of it.
Okay. All right.
Pleasant. Many times they're just about there are those anxiety entertainment dreams where it's just you can't get all your clothes on and you're backstage and something keeps falling off, and then by the time you get out onto the stage everybody's left. I have
Oh.
all the time.
Oh.
You know what? I feel like doing a musical number. May I?
Great.
This one Uh, I'll introduce it on the other side of this curtain. How about that? Just to
Okay.
just to make it extra spiff. All right.
Yeah.
This is such a it's a homey little tune. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. So here goes. I'm gonna run right here. All right.
Okay.
Here's a song written by Kurt DeVille called "Wooden Wedding." And it's about waiting on the eve of your 5th wedding anniversary. Waiting for a wooden wedding. Golly, how the time will fly. Stealing kisses in the kitchen, holding hands while the dishes dry. Waiting for a wooden wedding. Golly, how the sun will shine. We will linger over long laundry, I'll wash yours and you wash mine. Heyday will bring a magic casement, opening on something peachy. Maybe a trip to Macy's basement, or a double feature with Donna Mita, waiting on a wooden wedding. Golly, what a trail we'll leave, sipping Coca-Cola at the pianola on our wooden wedding eve. What'd you think? Did you like it?
That was so good. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry. Let me put that down. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, darling. Well, would you like to share any new news or updates, or would you like to just take your turn and do another ditty?
How about I do another ditty?
I'm ready. I need it.
Okay.
I need an infusion of John Reynolds and his jazz meanderings.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Cheers. Let's go. You're
Cheers.
gonna race out.
Here's to
Mwah.
clink.
Australia. Well, hey, thank you everybody for being here with us today. And John's gonna run out to the studio and apply his jacket and render asunder. I think it's gonna be that little tune. I think he's gonna do Secondhand Rose. I think that's what it's gonna be. Here goes. Thank you, John. We love that. I wish I could do that one with you. That's a favorite one I like to do. That was Secondhand Rose.
Yeah, isn't that like early 20s?
Darn that. I don't have the date in front of me. I know that was Fanny Bryce used to do it.
Yes, yeah. She was great.
Oh, father has a business, strictly secondhand. You know, I love everything secondhand. I believe in that. You know, new is so new. It doesn't have any extra
Vibes.
vibes, layers of humanity or anything. I love that. What do you have there?
Well, we talked about show and tell,
Yes.
and the second year I was away from the home, this would have been in the fall of 1973.
This is home when you left home as a young fellow?
Yeah, went off to junior college in Monterey. I was living in Pebble Beach on an estate. I just had to water the daisies all around the property. Ooh. And the plants around the large home, the mansion. But I found this is something I made in art class It's made out of clay. It's a
Wow.
tennis shoe. Isn't that nice?
I've never seen this type of work of yours.
It's kind of modern art almost, you know.
Wow. So it's just a
But
natural cobalt blued kid's shoe.
yeah, it looks like a kid's. And it's got the little funny thing on the back.
How
Little,
excellent. How thoroughly unique.
isn't that unique?
Yeah. Unless you made it out of cloth and 100 feet tall, then it would be a Klaus Oldenburg.
Klaus Oldenburg, who I thought was great.
Me too.
What a goofball. Klaus Oldenburg's uncle was the designer of the Chrysler Airflow.
I'd never heard that one.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Klaus Oldenburg was trying to get into one of his shows, and there was a security guard that didn't let him in. This is like in the 60s.
Wait, the father couldn't get into the Sun show?
No, no, no. This is like in the 60s. Klaus Oldenburg was having a show somewhere,
Yes.
um, big time, big deal. And he was going in, and the security guard, he wasn't dressed up enough, and the security guard wasn't going to let him in. And he had to explain to him, it's my show. You know, he had those gigantic, ice bags floating down the Hudson River,
Amazing, yes.
drawings of immense things.
You just have to dream it up and hope for the best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And get somebody to fund you.
that's the good part.
Get yourself a backer.
Well, I was going to announce today that, well, we had a contest on a previous episode, and we did quiz questions, and two people won drawings, beautiful pencil drawings signed by Mr. John Reynolds. And I was going to say that we're making this episode a little bit of, well, after we're going to make an after party after the episode. I'm going to put up some new drawings of John's, and we're going to make like a rent party. And he says they're for sale for $50 each plus shipping. So like $60, you get an original, beautiful piece of artwork by Mr. John Reynolds, and we'll
They are suitable for framing.
have a digital display of them after our episode because he's so darn good. It's nothing breakable like that shoe. It's just fine art.
Yeah, not like this shoe. No.
Well, I don't know if you noticed I was dressed, I even have suspenders on. I'm wearing my little gentleman's outfit because I aspire to certain things. You know, I was looking at, for instance, John, are you coming back?
I am. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm back.
Oh, I'm showing and telling with whoever's present. So I was musing over things in my collection. One of them is, you know, I have some things that I came across when I visited England for the first time, and I found all these wonderful photographs of this person, and her name was Vesta Tilly, and
That's a lady right there, huh?
she was a lady, but she was known for dressing in the male attire, and this was in the days. You know, there are a few photographs that you see of her dressed in the women's garb, and I mean, it was serious with the corsets and the big giant hats and big fluffed out hair and everything very uncomfortable looking. And she looked so comfy as a tent.
Yeah.
She did actually make some recordings. So she was, you know, one of those borderline people, like, you know, like a 19th century performer. Like Yvette Gilbert was another one who was, she was painted by Toulouse-Lautrec,
Oh, great.
a 19th century person, but she kind of straddled the fence and made some actual audio recordings. And anyway, I was very intrigued with Vesta Tilly when I first encountered her, and I found a lot of of ephemera and things on her. And then, for instance, I was going through all my sheet music, and this was a big phenomenon back at around the turn of the century. It was perfectly in the scheme of entertainment for this cross-dressing kind of entertainers. This was an American entertainer, I believe, yes, our American Boy. She went by. Her name was Florence Tempest. She looks so.
Great.
I love.
And that's big sheet music, isn't it? That's
I love the ladies. It's called. It's from 1914.
1914. Yeah.
Poking around on that one, and just having some fun around the house. I came across this other ragtime number. You can't get along when you're with them or without them. Life is a song, but you'll soon. It's having woman troubles.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, anyway, but it's pretty fun. I won't do that one today though. You can't get along when you're with them or without 'em. Girls, right or wrong, there is something nice about 'em. They're stubborn and contrary, expensive, still but very necessary. Each little peach has a way that's so endearing. Oh, how your dough has a way of disappearing. You know that half the world is saying we need 'em, and yet the other half is praying for freedom. You can't get along when you're with them or without 'em. You gotta have 'em, that's all. Thank you.
Here, here.
Something like
Bravo.
that. I just say I've been very excited. I've done a few. I've been phoning it in. We can't do our shows in the live world right now, but I just did a few songs and made an iPhone video. Sent it down to the Old Town Music Hall in El Segundo, and I got to be part of the show.
Oh,
The
great.
Torres had added on the Mighty Wurlitzer organ, and they did sing along, and they did silent comedies, and I got to be part of the show. It was wonderful. I'm so excited about that. And I just did some more yesterday that I'm shipping up to the Niles S&A Silent Movie Museum. They're going to have a Charlie Chaplin festival, come rain or storm or whatever. It doesn't matter now because it's going to be virtual. So
Yeah.
that'll be, I believe, in June. I will,
Great.
but
That sounds good.
but it feels good to be able to make do
Yeah.
and still do the show of some sort.
Wonderful.
And of course, these are little parlor meetings that we're doing are keeping us buoyed, the spirits buoyed,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
I heard on the news that a lot of people are really having developing mental illnesses by having to stay at home. There's some people are fine with it, and some people have a bit of a problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I do a lot of house cleaning and a lot of yard work.
that's so lucky that we have our gardens.
Yes, we're very fortunate. Yeah.
It is. It's good for everything. Good for your constitution and to
Yes.
be with nature a little bit. Woo!
Cheers to you.
Cheers, cheers. Oh my goodness. I know. Well, for me, I don't have any trouble enjoying the hours at home, I have to say. It's just the rest. It's just the uncertainty of it all and making a living that seems so impossible right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we know we're in this with everybody out there, right? Even though, I mean, there are ways of working online and doing things online. So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that some more things like that'll
Yes.
come around. No, but anyway, how about do you want to do some do you want to do some show and tell, or I think maybe let's do one more song with you before we sit and do show and tell.
Okay. Then I'll dart out to the studio, change my clothes, and play a tune. How's that?
Oh, I had a request for Old Man of the Mountain.
Okay, Old Man of the Mountain it is.
Mr. John Reynolds.
With his long white beard and his crooked staff, tramps along while the folks all laugh. With a twinkle in his eye, he'll pass you by. Old Man of the Mountain wears long hair and his feet are bare. Says mad as an old March hare. He'll scare you numb, he owes no one. Old Man of the Mountain talks to the birds when he's lonely, sleeps with the stars for a tent. The beast spread a feast when he's hungry. God doesn't charge him rent. Live as long as an old oak tree. Laugh at fools like you and me. I often sigh and wish that I were the old man of the mountain. Talks to the birds when he's lonely, sleeps with the stars for a tent, and the beast spread a feast when he's hungry. God doesn't charge him rent. Live as long as an old oak tree. Laugh at fools like you and me. I often sigh and wish that I were the old man of the mountain.
Hey, here I am when I was really young. Can you see it? The photo's kind of wrecked.
Hey, oh, look at that. Look at. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, Mr.
I
Reynolds.
think you're looking at me at 18.
Oh, you're a string bean. A dapper string bean.
Yeah, I bet weighed around 140.
Love that. I love some stickers. I got some.
You're a string bean now, Janet.
My string bean or more of a fava bean? I'm not sure.
Fava beans are delicious.
Hey,
Yep.
happy to be with anybody who's here with us today.
Yeah.
John, you just froze.
Am I frozen?
Yes, I don't know why.
Oh no.
Oh, I wonder how we break the spell.
I'm moving to. Oh, you're moving.
Oh, no, you just broke it. Oh my goodness. All right, let's show and tell, shall we? What I have today is I went through some of the archives here. Some of these are from the collection of Mr. Andy Schwartz, and others are from mine Robert's things here. And we have like some of these were like letterheads by entertainers going back to the 1890s, 1900s, and 1910s and on. And so it's really fun stuff. So hold on. I'm going to call it up right now. 100 years ago, these two gentlemen had a singing and dancing act. Look, it's suitable for lady audiences even.
Oh.
Now this one, this was a concert and remedy group. So this is a letterhead from a medicine show, Pawnee Doc, as a matter of fact. Sort of, I guess, like a Wild Bill.
Oh, wow, these are beautiful.
Aren't they well designed too?
Oh,
Comedian.
God.
This is, I love this one. The letter is great. These were ventriloquists. It says, "Dear sir, I want 2 heads made to order, quick. Just want heads without post, no wigs, no paint, just 2 plain heads."
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Ventriloquist act, probably from around the same period.
Look at the face on that one.
Exactly. I guess you'd customize the face. These
Oh,
folks, the 3 Milvos, is there. It looks like their act was a little bit like the Keatons. You know, Buster Keaton, his family had an act that was sort of roughhousing acrobat
Yeah.
sketch.
Oh, wow.
I'd love to have seen this act, his fake banjo to just
Yeah.
shell out before you go.
Boy, that guy has super baggy pants.
This is the one I showed you that I had
Yeah.
here. That was
You
Florence.
know, men's clothes are so much more comfortable in those days than the women's clothes.
Oh gosh, yeah. And here's one of these acts where I believe these are probably three fellows called the Three Lorellas. And the gent in the center, I believe, is wearing a woman's outfit, I suppose.
I can see that.
This is like a European Sisters Lorison act. We're not sure what they did.
That looks like one Grecian urn.
I love this one. You think it, she plays it.
Ooh.
You could do that one, John.
Oh, man.
I want to know who played the back end of this cow.
That looks like Fanny Bryce a little, doesn't it?
Ooh, these are going by quick, but just a flash of fun. The three ladderettes. So we can always kind of come up with another act, maybe.
Yeah.
This is jazzy instrumentalists and acrobatics. I know you do some soft shoe. That's good.
Yeah, I can do some soft shoe.
And here
Ooh,
is
look at this.
a girl band, which was a very popular thing in the 20s. Here's proof.
Oh, she's got a 5-string Paramount. That's rare.
Dang. Oh, and you know this is these
Oh,
they were from the Earl Burnett band.
yes, I know these guys. These are
Eddie Brooks
great.
on the left, and yes, they were in a movie, Hollywood,
Movie.
1929. They were
Yes.
a trio, but there was four of them there.
There's a great shot of the Biltmore when it opened in 1924, and one of the people in the crowd is Edward Everett Horton.
Oh, now tell me what this is. Where?
The opening of the Biltmore.
Oh, and
I think Earl Burnett, I think he was there from the opening until the mid 30s, I think.
wow, right? Like Gus Arnheim was at the
Coconut Grove.
at the Ambassador Hotel. This was all
Yeah.
going on in Los Angeles. So good.
Oh God, beautiful entertainment. Some of the best bands. Bing Crosby came down to L.A. and met Paul Whiteman while he was in L.A. in 1926.
You know, I never thought about that because Paul Whiteman was he based in New York or in LA?
Yes,
New York.
mainly in New York.
Well, I wonder where he played. If he,
I'm one of the big hotels.
they probably did big broadcast radio shows.
Yeah,
So high class.
and you wouldn't think it, but Paul Whiteman was a really rather easygoing, cool guy.
Really?
Yeah,
He looked jolly enough.
he was a good guy. Yeah.
He could make kind of good fun of himself. I've seen him do little
Yeah.
dances, and novel dance moves. A lot of people, yes, recognize the caricatures of him with his. He had sort of a long capsule-looking.
He had a famous trademark pill-shaped face that went on records and the bass drum.
Yeah, that's great. Gosh.
Classy.
When I get to play again, I'd like to work on a logo. What I'd like is a neon logo, something that you could backlight that would look sort of like it was neon, and I'd like it to look like the Earl Carroll Theater logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Through these doors, the most beautiful women pass. It was the most beautiful logo.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was in Los Angeles and everything. Anyway, there's always more to work on.
Yeah. When I was a kid in the 1950s, I lived in Pasadena, but my mom taught at a school in Bel Air, famous ritzy John Thomas Dye School. Anyway, but on the way home, if we passed the theater building, it still had the original plaques on it of signed stars. And my mom pointed out my grandmother's plaque on the building, and it said Zazu Pitts, Oh dear.
Oh,
Her
yeah,
little saying.
she had a good worrying.
Yes.
I relate. Now, what building was that? Is it still there?
The Earl Carroll Theater.
Oh, so the building is still there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look.
And right next to it, I think it's still there, is a thing called Morgan's Camera. We used to go there all the time in the 50s. Mr. Morgan, Morgan's Camera.
I think I remember he had it was a really good looking logo
Yeah.
on the signage.
Yeah.
What?
Ah,
Oh dear, dear, dear. Yes. I think I'm ready to do another tune. How about that?
great. I can't wait.
All right, I'm going to exit once again and do
Bye, Janet.
head to toe. Okay, here goes. I got this one from Cowboy Vaudevillian Charlie Poole. Oh, my wife went away and she left me out in this wide world alone. Sadness and sorrow, she left me. She left a doggone good home. I wrote her a letter last Tuesday, sealed it with a kiss. The answer came back next morning, and what she told to me was this: when the grocery man puts sand in the sugar, when the milkman makes milk out of chalk, boys stay home with their mothers, women forget how to talk. When the ocean turns into rye whiskey, the railroad runs under the sea, and the man in the moon comes down a balloon, then darling, I'll come back to thee. Well, I sat down and wrote her another, sealed it with my fist. The answer came back next morning, but what I told to her was this: when the moon turns into an apple, the rainbow turns into a vine. They build a steeple to heaven. The stars, they all fail to shine. When the ocean turns into corn whiskey, you need glasses to see the wind. When the girls quit wearing powder and things, then darling, I'll ask you again. What did you think?
Superb. Yay.
Well, there's one from a gentleman's point of view, I guess. Well, I always thought that was like a surrealist cowboy vaudeville tune.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got that one from Charlie Poole. You remember any of his recordings?
What? Tell me some of them, please.
Charlie Poole. Oh, I am a gypsy girl who is to be your wife. Who is to be your wife? No?
No. Are we talking like around 1910?
No, no, a little later than that, I believe. He was
Okay.
singing vaudeville, kind of a cowboy type of guy.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with his work.
Oh, moving day, moving day. No? Well, you just gotta look him up. Charlie Poole. Poole.
Okay, I'll check it out.
This is very humorous.
Did he wear a big cowboy hat?
I haven't seen so many pictures of him actually. I have to look up and find more pictures. I just had recordings along the way.
I'm running away.
No, don't leave me.
I'm doing an impression of Charlie Poole.
Oh,
Are you ready?
yes.
Now I'm Charlie Poole.
See, and after the show, you're gonna even know who he was. Yeah, he did have a little bit of that bewildered look.
Oh, yeah. I can't help that anymore now. I'm spent,
Do you remember
you
we
know?
play a party at the Will Rogers estate? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we met a lot of the family. We met some of Spencer Tracy's family.
Yeah.
And oh, what a wit he was. That is
Oh,
a literary recommendation for anybody on the lookout for anything pointed and perfect to read.
hey, I'm Charlie Poole with my magic banjo. See?
Another happy banjo tune.
There. Magic banjo, magic banjo.
Well, how about one more tune for the road, and we'll have done another.
Okay. Should I do one?
Yeah, it's really great to be here. It's really great to be here. Again, I'm going to show some of John's drawings after the episode on the Facebook thingamajig. And it's just a joy. Shout out with joy so you could say, wave to everybody from your side.
Bye, everybody. Well, wait a minute. I got to get out to the studio, right, to play a tune, right?
All right. Well, have
Okay.
you play one out for us, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, it's been another pleasurable time with you all. John, me, we wish you good mental health. Thank you, everybody. It's been a treat. Another treat. Rain, let us cuddle all the rain. Pitter patters on the pane, and we're alone. A chance to while away a dreamy afternoon, a lovely, peaceful afternoon. No one can see us. Rain, it's so cozy cozy in the rain. There's no reason to complain. She'll wait for you. You hold her hand, and then it's 10 to 1. She'll kiss you in the rain, rain, rain. All the rain pitter patters on the pane, and we'll